Romans 8:14 says, for all who are led by the Spirit of God are the children of God. God's plan for us is to be led by His powerful Spirit. God's powerful Spirit. God's powerful Spirit. GPS. God's powerful Spirit. I mean, we call GPS Global Positioning System or whatever how you say it. But it's God's powerful system. I preached a message when we first came into this building years ago, what's in your toolbox, and it was talking about the things of the Spirit. And the Lord had gave me a revelation about being led by the Spirit. And I'll just try to say this real quickly. I'd been to Biltmore House many years ago without the tour guide, the little audio thing, and I realized it was a big house, and that's about all I knew. I went through a few years after that, or several years after that, me and Bibi went through and we rented the audio for $7. I found out things about that house I had no clue about. They had indoor plumbing. They had electricity at the beginning of 1900. It was built by a bachelor. They never have figured out how much money they spent or how much money he spent. They built a railroad into the house just to supply the stuff to build the house. The pool was heated indoors in 1900. The servants didn't want to use the bathroom or drink the water because they didn't know if the pipes run together. Can't say that I blame them. I mean, it had been outdoors up to that time. It was still outdoors for most of Americans. Nobody else had power. Or Lot in the mountains of North Carolina sure didn't have power. A lot of them didn't have indoor plumbing. But I found all that out because I had a tour guide, even though it was audio. And here's what the Holy Spirit said to me during that time and during that teaching. He said, you can get through this life, make it to heaven without tapping into the Holy Spirit, but if you want to enjoy the tour, tap in and hear what He's got to say. He will show you things to come. He will expand your life. He doesn't diminish it, He expands it. He speaks things to you that no other way you would know. Now, do you know everything? No. He said, I will show you things to come. God can't show us everything, especially at one time, it'd blow the top of our heads off. But He can show us bits and pieces.